If you ask an AI to write a hit song, it basically operates like a GPS trying to find the fastest route, right?
Yeah, exactly. Zero traffic, just a straight line.
Right. It maps the most logical chord progression and predicts the mathematically perfect rhyme to get you from the verse to the chorus with, like, zero friction. But at the 2026 Ivor Novello Awards, the music industry drew a massive line in the sand. Welcome back to Deep Dive Station 6, where today we are looking at how human creativity is fiercely defending its territory.
Yeah, the 71st Ivors really felt like a very public declaration of human authorship, especially with the Academy naming Elton John as their first ever president.
Which is huge, by the way.
Oh, massive. And it wasn't just an honorary title. His mandate is actively protecting human artistic freedom from artificial generation, championing what he called the British essence of songwriting.
But wait, hold on. If technology is advancing so fast that it can map out the exact structural anatomy of a massive pop hit, what's stopping a machine from perfectly faking that essence he's talking about?
Well, I mean, it comes down to why a rule gets broken. An AI breaks a musical rule because a randomization algorithm tells it to, right?
It's just a dice roll.
Exactly. But a human breaks a mathematical musical rule like dropping the tempo suddenly or bending a dissonant chord to reflect actual emotional distress. AI predicts the most logical next lyric, but human brilliance comes from the messy lived history behind an illogical lyric.
Which is actually ironic because we rely on cutting-edge technology to consume this profoundly human art. Streaming these artists requires a really solid device, which brings us to Rogers.
Yeah, the Rogers summer sale is happening right now, making it incredibly easy to upgrade your phone so you can catch every, intentional imperfection in those tracks.
Exactly. You can get the Samsung S26 Ultra for just $5 a month. Or if you're upgrading to the iPhone 17 256GB model, they dropped it from $24.21 down to just $9.21 a month.
Wow, that is a huge drop. And the Pixel 10 Pro 128GB went from $33.63 all the way down to $0 a month.
Yep, zero. Plus, when you finance a new phone, you get a $100 bill credit for every single line you add.
And you can find all those specifics over at www.rogers.com.
So, applying that idea of human friction to this year's winners, we saw incredible talent honored. People like Lola Young, Sam Fender, Kano, Calvin Harris, and Jacob Alon taking home Rising Star and Best Song.
Oh, Jacob Alon is a perfect example. His work is incredibly intimate, and he specifically defies that AI homogenization we talked about.
How so, exactly?
Well, Alon uses space and silence as an instrument. In his track, Don't Fall Asleep, the emotional honesty actually comes from hesitation in the vocal delivery.
Oh, wow. Right, because a generative model just tries to fill dead air to maximize engagement.
Precisely. Whereas Alon weaponizes the quiet to force you into a state of vulnerability. It's brilliant.
You see a similar defiance in Siamat winning Best Album for Euro Country. We know she blends sharp humor with modern political anxieties, but mechanistically she creates this lyrical whiplash.
Yeah, she jumps from intense political dread straight into a joke about a terrible date in the exact same stanza.
Exactly. An algorithmic prediction model would flag that as a tonal inconsistency. But that whiplash perfectly captures modern cognitive dissonance.
That's the mechanism of a great songwriter right now, capturing the messiness of the era. You see the exact same thing with Rosalia winning International Songwriter of the Year. With her album Lux, she's not just singing in multiple languages.
She is actively using linguistic friction, right?
Yeah.
Switching dialects mid-phrase to create this sense of global displacement.
Right, and an AI programmed for grammatical perfection and traditional pop structures would just try to autocorrect that. It would try to fix the very thing that makes the art resonate.
Which brings us to the core takeaway from today's deep dive. In an era of massive information overload and artificial generation, the music industry is prioritizing the messy reality of the human experience.
The music that survives the AI revolution won't be the most flawless, It will be the most authentically